Hey there, luxury queens. Welcome back to the home of luxury, your go-to channel for all things lavish and luxurious. Today, we're diving into the glittering world of the 10 richest countries on the planet. But before we reveal these elegant destinations that define wealth, make sure to support our channel by hitting that like button, subscribing for a front row seat to luxury, and ringing that notification bell to stay in the loop on all things fabulous. Now, considering we're in the month of love, we're sprinkling a touch of romance into our episode. Whether you're strolling through the streets of a bustling metropolis or enjoying a sunset on a pristine beach, love and luxury often go hand in hand. So, get ready for a dose of Valentine's charm as we dive into the 10 wealthiest countries in the world, each with its unique blend of charm and power. But before we dive in, let's first define what GDP per capita means. GDP, or Gross Domestic Product per capita, simply shows the financial capability of each person in a country, which is also a reflection of that country's economic growth. That's why GDP per capita will be the basis of the country's rankings in this list. Now, kicking off this list at number 10 is San Marino with a GDP per capita of $70,139. Situated in this small European nation, a community of around 33,000 residents calls it home. The resourcefulness and creativity of the locals contribute to the life force of this area, where hardworking individuals have used creativity to produce all sorts of great products. Among these offerings are ceramic tiles, quality furnishings, stylish apparel, fine fabrics, trendy paints, and high-caliber spirits and wines. These great products are exported to other countries, which drives the economy of this small nation. It also ships high-quality fruits to different parts of the world, contributing significantly to its economic stability. Despite its small population and yearly visitors of only 2 million tourists, more than half of the money that San Marino generates every year comes from the tourists, who are captivated by its natural wonders, delicious food, and unmatched hospitality. At number 9, Brunei, with a GDP per capita of $74,953. All right, let's dive into this small country in Southeast Asia with around 440,000 residents. Now, what made this country one of the wealthiest places in the world? Well, it's all about the offshore oil drilling. They're pulling in a ton of cash by selling that liquid gold to other countries. It's like hitting the jackpot, but with oil rigs instead of slot machines. Now, here's the interesting part. Some people in Brunei are living the high life, like really fancy, and the big boss, the Sultan, he's the one calling the shots. From military moves to economic plays, he's got it covered. Picture him as the captain of the ship, steering it through the oil-rich waters. The Sultan has also implemented strict regulations in this country, but on the positive side, residents enjoy significant benefits. Education and healthcare are provided free of charge, essentially forming a supplementary package for Brunei's citizens. What's noteworthy is the high literacy rate, exceeding 97%, indicating a widespread ability to read and write. Beyond the economic prosperity fueled by oil revenues, Brunei places a big emphasis on intellectual capabilities. Brunei proudly asserts itself as the second happiest country in the region, trailing only behind Singapore. This distinctive combination of prosperity and happiness makes Brunei a truly unique and remarkable destination. At number 8, United States with a GDP per capita of $76,027. The United States, an expansive North American nation, is the residence of approximately 332 million individuals. Its vast land has abundant resources, housing the largest economy in the world. The U.S. plays a pivotal role in the global marketplace, excelling in both consumption and energy production. Its economic power extends to the export of oil and gas, contributing significantly to its financial prosperity. What sets the United States apart is not only the size of its economy, but also the remarkable rate at which it continues to grow. Entrepreneurship is deeply ingrained in the American principle, with a cultural emphasis on individuals initiating and developing their own businesses. This entrepreneurial spirit is fostered from an early age, supported by educational institutions such as universities and research centers that encourage innovation and enterprise. An important aspect of the United States economic landscape is its well-established financial system. This system encompasses equity finance and a decentralized banking structure, both of which play instrumental roles in facilitating entrepreneurial activities. The financial infrastructure provides the necessary support for individuals to initiate and expand their ventures, contributing to the nation's rich economic environment. At number 7, Norway, with a GDP per capita of $77,808. Norway, a nation of approximately 4 million people, is celebrated for boasting the highest global living standards. This distinction is not coincidental, but is a result of the country's commitment to excellence in various aspects of societal well-being. The Human Development Index highlights this commitment, with Norway consistently ranking high thanks to its great education system, robust social security measures, and a healthcare system accessible to all. The economic landscape of Norway is supported by a flourishing export sector, primarily driven by the trade of raw oil and gas. The nation's big reserves of these resources form a strong foundation for ongoing prosperity. Beyond the energy sector, Norway benefits from a long list of natural resources, including seafood, hydropower, lumber, minerals, natural gas, and fresh water. This diversity in resources contributes significantly to the country's economic power. An investment in the future is evident through the government's commitment to providing free education and supporting an environment where knowledge is easily accessible. Moreover, Norwegian parents play an important role in shaping the next generation's mindset by instilling a sense of productivity and diligence from an early age. Despite facing a high cost of living, Norwegians display a unique enthusiasm for reinvesting in their own economy. This financial dedication is supported by the population's big purchasing power, which is supported by high wages. This economic strength not only sustains domestic spending, but also allows Norwegians to indulge in expensive lifestyles even when traveling abroad. It's this delicate balance of economic strength and individual financial empowerment that distinguishes Norway's remarkable global standing. At number 6, United Arab Emirates. With a GDP per capita of $78,255, this Arab nation, with a population of around 9.9 million, underwent a significant transformation when it redirected its efforts from traditional practices such as pearl diving, fishing, and agriculture. The game changer was the discovery of oil and natural gas, both on its land and in its waters. This shift paved the way for the United Arab Emirates, or UAE, to establish a dominant economy primarily revolving around these abundant natural resources. The UAE's global significance in the energy sector is supported by its possession of 10% of the world's total oil reserves and a prestigious 5th position globally in natural gas reserves. These resources not only fuel the nation's economic engine, but also position it as a major player in the international energy landscape. An impressive side of the UAE's economic transformation is the development of some of the world's most luxurious resorts, notably concentrated in the vibrant city of Dubai. These high-end establishments contribute not only to the nation's economic prosperity, but also enhance its global image as a top destination of choice for travelers. Recognizing the potential in tourism, the UAE has made consistent investments in its growth, ensuring that its popularity as a top destination remains unchallenged. The nation's commitment to embracing and enhancing its tourism sector is evident in the ongoing development of world-class infrastructure and attractions. As a result, the UAE stands as a shining example of a country that successfully transitioned from traditional practices to a modern economic powerhouse with a focus on natural resources and tourism. At number 5, Switzerland. With a GDP per capita of $84,658. This European country, with around 8.7 million people, is often considered one of the happiest and healthiest nations in the world. Despite the high cost of living, expensive products, and the Swiss franc's strong value against other currencies, it remains a popular destination for both business and tourism. Switzerland's stable economy, supported by a fixed currency value, makes it a top choice for investors seeking a safe haven for profitable ventures. Attractive tax rates brings in investment, and many international companies aim to expand their operations to Switzerland. The country's exports, mainly in gems and precious metals, contribute significantly to its GDP, bringing in nearly $100 billion annually. The great views of mountains, charming cities, and luxurious lifestyle draw millions of tourists to Switzerland each year. At number 4, Qatar, with a GDP per capita of $112,789. This Arab nation, with a population of about 2.9 million people, has come a long way in just 50 years. Initially, it had a small fishing industry and very few schools. However, the discovery of significant oil and gas reserves transformed Saudi Arabia's eastern coast into a major global center for oil exports. Over the last 2 decades, these reserves have lifted Qatar out of poverty, giving it one of the highest per capita incomes globally. The export of petroleum and liquefied petroleum gas is the main force driving its economy. Qatar now holds the world's 3rd largest natural gas reserves, following Russia and Iran. This newfound wealth has propelled Qatar from a relatively humble past to a prominent player in the global energy market. At number 3, Ireland, with a GDP per capita of $124,596. This country, with a population of around 5 million people, attracts many multi-billion-dollar companies due to its low corporate taxes. This attracts businesses to move and expand operations, boosting the country's GDP and ensuring a high standard of living for its residents. Despite citizens receiving high wages, the growth of income per capita is slower compared to the overall GDP. The nation's primary exports include metals, food products, including brewing, computer parts and software, and textiles. Additionally, it heavily relies on its tertiary industry, encompassing call centers, legal services, accounting, customer service, and stockbroking. This diverse economic landscape plays a key role in sustaining the country's economic prosperity. At number 2, Singapore, with a GDP per capita of $131,580. This Southeast Asian country, with a population of about 5.9 million people, didn't let the absence of natural resources prevent its economic growth. Singaporeans, known for their hard work and innovation, have transformed their nation into the 2nd richest country in the world. Serving as a central hub for global financial services firms is a key driver of its economy. Well-paying jobs in manufacturing, services, transport, engineering, and logistics contribute to the country's prosperity. Singapore's main exports include electronics, biotechnology, and chemicals. The nation has strengthened its economy by developing high-end infrastructure and expanding its tourism sector, attracting millions of visitors each year. Moreover, the government has created an investor-friendly environment, encouraging foreign direct investment and further contributing to Singapore's economic success. At number 1, Luxembourg, with a GDP per capita of $140,694. This tiny European nation, home to just 625,000 people, is renowned for its high income levels and impressively low unemployment rates. Despite a 6.8% inflation rate in August 2022, Luxembourg's economic prosperity remains steady. The World Economic Forum linked Luxembourg's strong GDP to the significant workforce residing in this small country while living in neighboring Western European nations. Luxembourg's advanced infrastructure and strong labor market standards make it an attractive destination for investments and branches of major international corporations. While initially dependent on the steel and iron industry until its profitability declined in the 1970s, Luxembourg later shifted to more profitable areas. Today, with one of the most highly educated labor forces globally, Luxembourg thrives through a diverse mix of industries, primarily driven by an import-export economy focused on financial services. The growth of small to medium-sized enterprises, coupled with the high demand for a skilled, multilingual workforce, characterizes Luxembourg's economic landscape. As we conclude our journey through these fascinating places, we hope you enjoyed diving into the diverse economic landscapes of various nations. If you found this video informative or discovered something new, show us some love by hitting the like button below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more engaging content on the world of elegance and luxury. Ring that notification bell so you're always up to date with our latest uploads. And speaking of love, with Valentine's Day just around the corner, why not share the knowledge and spread the love by sharing this video with your friends and fellow enthusiasts? Also, feel free to explore our past videos for more captivating content. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, spread the magic of love to your friends and family. Thanks for watching.
Exploring the pinnacle of luxury with Luxury Queen.